Hi everyone. This video is going to be an overview on twisted leg extensions. Or if you have a better name for it, I would be super open to suggestions. That was the most descriptive term I could come up with. What we're going to be doing here is some leg extensions with your foot up on something. The height of the object you have your foot on doesn't really matter all that much. Higher is going to put more strain on the hamstring tension. Lower is less so, but it's also about how far you lean. So really you can play around with that and use whatever you feel most comfortable using. What you're going to do is you're going to put your foot up on the object. This is going to be your starting position. You want to maintain tension in that opposite hip, and you're going to take your big toe and move it out to the side. So you're rotating your foot. From this position, you're going to maintain that and rotate your torso. So trying to really twist, getting that tension, you're feeling it in the upper body down into your back, into your hips, right? And you're keeping this knee bent. Once we're in this position, big inhale, exhale, gentle extension. So feeling that tension build up in the hamstrings. Gentle extension, back and forth with this. The goal is to keep your foot twisted and just extend and feel the tension points are going to be slightly different for everyone, so can't really say where you're going to feel it, but primarily you're going to get into the hamstrings here. Right, so just back and forth, inhale and exhale, nice and gentle. You don't want to push so hard that you feel like there's just huge amounts of tension there. You want to just feel that stretch, hold it calmly as you exhale, inhale as you release. Back and forth, right? It's a really good stretch to open up the hamstrings, the hip, sometimes the calf and ankle, kind of depends on where you're feeling that line of tension. But just be very gentle with yourself there. It's very easy to just put a lot of stress on the hamstrings, and you don't really want to do that. If you're finding that it's really, really hard to get into just as is, like you don't want to do the rotation, it's just too much, you can just put your foot up on there, start with everything nice and squared, that little bend, you're flexing your foot, and then just work on extending your leg back and forth. Same breathing pattern, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And after you do a while of those and you feel like it loosened up a little bit, you can try the rotational one. If you're finding that it's just too much to get into, you can also try a lower object. Both of those things should help out, make it easier to do. But yeah, give it a shot. It's a really good one for loosening up the hips and the legs. So I would highly advise trying to think of this as one to incorporate as a regular thing. Because of how effective it can be at releasing issues, but you need a lot of mobility just to get into that position, which is, both good and bad. So yeah, it's something that hopefully you want to enjoy, but again, don't push too hard. Be nice to your hamstrings, be nice to your calves, wherever you're feeling that.